ready to get started. We ready, Trudy? Yeah. Hit the music. Let's go. All right, let's go. I can't hear nothing. I don't hear no music. You playing it? All right. Y'all hear it? Y'all hear the Lotus Zone song? Councilwoman, serving seniors. Boom. There I am. There I go. Thank you. Boom. Here we go. Here we go. We fancy today. We fancy. Let's go, seniors. We so fancy, we don't know what to do with ourselves. Council on Aging, serving seniors. Council on Aging. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to another Tuesday edition. This Technology Tuesday of the Lotus Zone. Hey, we doing something special today. It's the candidate series. We asking and talking all things candidates, right? So look, my seniors, y'all got your ballots already. A lot of you got your ballots. You've been calling, talking about, my ballot is in. I don't know who to put on it. I don't know what to do. We want to hear from the candidates, so we got them. We got them in the house. We filming from 1701 Main Street. We want to thank our special sponsors, Care South, People's Health, and them. First Financial. So listen, we're not gonna labor. We're gonna get into it, but I do want you to know, keep up, pay attention, stay engaged, ask your questions, watch, because it's still Technology Tuesday. I got a sack load of tablets in the back room and giving away a 43-inch flat screen TV, because you know what? I thought I was just gonna give y'all tablets and you guys was just going to look on the tablet, but you just started hooking your tablets to your TV, watching the Lotus Zone on your TV. So everybody got to get a smart TV. We're doing smart TVs for Technology Tuesday all through the month of October. And that is thanks to the National Meals on Wheels of America. Meals on the Wheels of America. We want to thank you guys for helping us keep our seniors current with today's technology. Okay, welcome to the Lotus Zone. This show is to educate, enlighten, entertain, and engage seniors and their caregivers. And this candidate series is sponsored by the East Baton Rouge Council on Aging Senior Advisory Board to give them information on the candidates to make informed decisions before they go to the polls. We have invited all the candidates in the mayor's race, the Metropolitan Council race, some of your local judiciary races, to come to the Lotus Zone and engage you. So each candidate will be asked a series of different questions submitted by seniors. Some of these questions were collected during lunch. Today we got the lunch questions from the Jules J. Newman Center. We got lunch questions from the Greater King David Center seniors, and we got some good questions for these candidates. So we're gonna start. Look, each candidate for each segment will be given a total of 15 minutes and allowed 2 minutes to respond to each question. We prefer, here's the rules, because the first one is Mr. Eugene Rico Williams. He's running for District 2, and here are the rules. We prefer that each candidate refrain from making personal comments and attacks against the other candidates. We prefer that you stick to the topics and the questions that the seniors are asking, and we ask that you keep it clean, keep it 100, keep it honest. All right, first candidate, Mr. Eugene Rico Williams. Why don't you got 2 minutes. I might give you another few seconds because we was messing up the song. Yes, 2 minutes to tell us all about yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, my name is Eugene Rico Williams, and I am a long-term resident of District 2, still reside in District 2. I graduated from Southern University.
Southern University
in criminal justice in 2014, and I will soon have my master's in political science. I'm also a member of New Light Baptist Church, Reverend Gil Wright.
We used to have a center there back in the day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I know Reverend Gil Wright real well. Go ahead.
The things I like to do in the community is just keep out rebuilding and beautifying and just keeping our community clean, eradicating the blighted property, economic development, and just bridge building.
All right. Well, thank you for giving us that information about what your plans are for the community. So my first question to you, of course, is a question that's been compose, what are your 3 priorities for the council that you're running for the district that you're running for? What are your 3 priorities as it concerns senior citizens? Now, everybody always talks about, crime and kids and community, but what you gonna do for the seniors? That's what they want to know.
Well, one of the things I want to do for the seniors is definitely continue to reach out to them. For those who are in need, for us, if they need a yard cut or anything like that, and the repairs and stuff like around the home.
You gonna cut somebody's grass? Because don't say that if you ain't gonna cut.
Oh, we do it.
You cut the grass,
yes,
you gonna keep the yards cut, and what else you gonna do?
And if anything else that they need, and also I want to look at pushing to bring a grocery store on District 2 as well, so we can.
And where are you looking at pushing to bring that to?
I have a couple of ideas. I don't want to.
You don't want to put it out?
Yes, ma'am. I have a couple pinpoint places I'm looking at that I would like for that to happen, and that'll be in good reach for the seniors, because I know that the grocery stores around District 2 area are off, and it's not fair for them.
So your top 3 priorities is grocery store, because see the question is up, so the seniors is writing it down. Okay. So you say you want to do a grocery store.
Yes.
You going to cut all the seniors' grass.
If they're in need, we're going to.
That's what you said.
Yes.
For free.
Oh, yeah. That's all about. We get
during campaign season, we make a lot of promises. You going to be one time, brother.
But there ain't no promises stuff I already been doing.
Okay, he say he been doing. He been out there
if
cutting the grass.
If someone's in need, that's what we do. I would get the resources and get someone over there.
And what's your third priority is?
Economic development. It's definitely educating our community on economic and the things around the area that either could be, again, rebuild or torn down, so it could, invite other business owners and stuff to come and look over there.
All right, look, before you go, I'm going to get you to drop your phone number.
I got you.
Them things going to call you by getting their grass cut.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what's our next question? Our next question is a senior question, and you're going to see it on the screen, so you can go ahead and answer the next question. The next question is from who? Where we at? Come on, Angela. Next question.
The next question is from Ms. Marilyn Hubby.
The next question is from Ms. Marilyn Hubby from Jewel J. Newman.
And she has a question about the sewer system in East Baton Rouge Parish.
She has a question about the sewer system in East Baton Rouge Parish, particularly how it pertains to that district.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, well,
what you got some more to the question?
I was going to read her actual question.
Okay, you're going to read her actual question? Okay, read her actual question. Could you read it to the mic? Because we can't hear you.
What are your plans to prevent the sewer system from backing up so badly in the future?
What are your plans to prevent the sewer system from backing up?
Well, my plan is to definitely put an effort of they checking the sewer systems more periodically. Because again, I ran into a situation where it's like that before, where I went and talking to my mentees at the school, and
what school is that?
It was Glen Oaks Park.
Glen Oaks Park.
Yes,
so you mentor kids at Glen Oaks Park?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Park, in the Bryan Elementary. Bryan Elementary is actually where I started my Boys to Men program.
Okay, you got a Boys to Men program.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
supposed to say all that. You ain't say none of that. You think
it's
we
coming.
know that? Okay, Boys to Men.
But yes, I want to definitely implement a pushing forth of the sewer systems being checked periodically, because again, we ran into a situation like that before, and I thank the city of Baton Rouge and everybody who participated on getting it done, and come to find out they had concrete in the sewer. So they sent the crew out to bust that concrete up and remove it, so now they have a constant flow. So things like that, debris, concrete and stuff that don't belongs in the sewer that we know that will stop it up, we want to try to catch that at hand. Just like right now we have a storm coming up. So those drains should be tried to be checked much as possible.
Okay, all right. And then our next question, Angel, is from whom? What's the next question? Because y'all got to screen them on, slide them next quick like.
The next question is from Ms. Johnson, and she has a question about the roads.
All right.
Any plans to improve and repair the roads of East Baton Rouge Parish?
She looking for the president.
That's
a good question, Ms. Johnson. I'm just kidding.
This one thing, Ms. Johnson, I want all the seniors to know that I'm not finna lie to you. I'm not finna see you no fairy tale and lead you astray. But that question there, I will get more information, get back with her on that as a promise.
So what you saying is you can't do nothing with the road.
I can't. That's protocol. So I'm not finna sit up here and lie.
I could appreciate that.
Yeah.
I could appreciate you keeping it 100.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Rico says he never have to tell you no stories, seniors, about the roads.
Don't have time to keep going back and forth trying to make up a lie. No. I'd rather come straight with the first information correctly and know that we're going to move forward on it.
All right. And then your next question, and the next one, we rolling. The next question says, here's a question that's EBR, Council on Aging, currently has a dedicated millage tax that is utilized to provide much needed service to the seniors across this parish. What is your stance on the tax? Do you support it, or if elected, would you repeal it? Because that's how we take care of our seniors. So
Right.
Tell us all about you.
Well, that's all about taking care of the seniors. We want to definitely keep that going. Also, you want to get more information on where that money is being spent and how it is coming back to the seniors.
Okay. All right. He want to know how the money being spent. Well, this one big, beautiful, this new beautiful building. Show tax dollars at work right here.
That it is. And it is beautiful.
That is. Isn't it nice?
Very beautiful.
The seniors hadn't seen it yet. You got something that they didn't get. So you saying that you will not repeal the tax if elected. I ain't hear you say that straight up.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. All right. I like that answer. I like that answer. Okay, we got another question from Mr. Rico. From Mr. Rico. All right, the next question. All right, come on, Angel. You're gonna keep up. We'll keep the next question going. We got a limited amount of time.
Yes, the next question is from Mr. James Jackson. What are you going to do to improve drainage issues in the area?
Again, that's when I will bring forth of some kind of system or some kind of way we could work together on making sure that the drainage is checked periodically to make sure that no debris, again, no concrete, nothing is being thrown in there that's going to stop those drainages up. So if a storm or anything arose, that we won't have those problems.
So you're going to clean the drainage and you think it's going to work?
Well, as long as we don't have no debris in there, that's mostly what the problem is, definitely with like floods and other things that we occur. You do the research, that's mostly what happens. If there's a lot of debris, people throwing beer bottles, cans, and all this, and trash bags in there, that's building up. So that water don't have no flow.
So the water don't have nowhere to go because it's stomped up by the trash.
So now it's building up and it's filling up in the streets, or it's going to fill up in the communities.
Okay, all right. And then I think we have one more question, and that's going to wrap up our segment with Mr. Rico. We're going to give him an opportunity to answer the last question and tell us some more stuff about himself, right? Okay.
Okay, and the last question for you, Mr. Williams, is from Constance Abear, and it's in regards to blighted property.
Good question.
There is overgrown weeds and vacant lots in her area. What are your plans for neglected property?
Well, what we're going to do for the neglected property, we're going to look for those properties and work for it to them. Just like last week, myself and a bunch of others was out last week doing weed eating and cutting grass on blighted property that weeds was growed up. So things like that, that's an eyesore. We don't want that in our community. So like I said, myself or we get some other people involved, we go out and clean up the properties in the blighted areas, make sure those buildings are good and clean. And if they need paint on them, we don't have a problem with painting them as well, which we already done that also.
So look though, now just to add something to that question. Then isn't that the duty of DPW, and isn't that what we pay our taxes for? And shouldn't, as a council person, shouldn't you be holding their feet to the fire to make sure that those things get done, so that you won't have to take your resources and your effort to go do it? Or no?
Well, I mean, that's correct. But at the same time, the elderly can't wait.
You right about.
I don't want no snakes, and I don't want nothing like that to come upon them when they trying to go check their mail. So guess what? We're going to contact the city.
Right.
If the city's taking a week, and if I get a crew out there less than a week, that's what we're going to do.
Good.
That'll be, it's ways around things, it's ways to do things at the same time.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. You got 30 seconds. You want to say something before we close out? We appreciate you for coming, for sure.
Yes, ma'am.
It was nice to meet you.
Don't forget to get out and vote. Early voting is October 16th through the 27th.
That's
and
right.
Election is November 3rd. I am on your ballot as Eugene Rico Williams, number 102, on your ballot. So I look forward for your vote, and we're going to look forward to moving North Baton Rouge forward.
Oh, what about that phone number for the grass cutting? Go and drop the digits.
Oh, you can drop 225-250-8100.
Seniors, we're going to put the number up for you.
We're going to work on getting the crew out there. If you need something moved,
you
need something hauled out your yard, I got a team to do that as well.
We appreciate it. Thank you for coming on. And good to meet you.
Yes,
it's my first time meeting this young man, but good luck to you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right,
Everyone be blessed.
Everyone be blessed. All right. Hey, seniors. All right. So while we switch out, this is the first show, so we're gonna work out the kinks. But I like who gave the question about the first question about the sewer. Who was that? Angel?
That was Miss Marilyn Holby from Jewel J. Newman Senior Center.
Miss Marilyn Holby from Jewel J. Newman Senior Center. I'm giving her a tablet today. I'm giving her, what is it? HD10, Fire HD10 with Alexa in it. Miss Marion, you got the tablet for asking a very, very good question. We're going to give you a tablet, Lotus Zone t-shirt, and the Council on Aging mask. You can pick up your tablet tomorrow between 3 2 and 4 o'clock. You can pick up your tablet and then come check us out. We thank you for participating. We thank you for taking the time while you were waiting to get your lunch. We thank you for taking the time to go and get your lunch and write this question down. Seniors, you got to stay focused, stay and participate. And here comes the next one. Look, my good friend. Come on in. Come on in the room. Shan, you could go get me my tablets out the closet so I can show it to them. Come on in the room. Councilwoman, my 6-bit change. Come on. Oh, she's singing. You know she done been to church. Yes, indeed. Councilwoman, how you doing? I'm
doing
so glad.
well. How about you?
I'm good. I'm glad to have. I like your mask, girlfriend. That's right. She wore her Council on Aging
right.
mask. She wore her Council on Aging mask. Now look, they looking at you. They
Thank
looking at
you.
me. Don't look at the screen. It's delayed, but it's there.
Okay.
Look, and Councilwoman.
What is that?
These the tablets. These the
Oh,
Fire HD.
shucks.
We got a national grant from Meals on Wheels of America. Gave us
you
almost
serious?
$100,000 to give technology to our seniors. So not only have we, no ma'am, you're not a senior. Not only have we been giving out tablets every time we come on the show, Technology Tuesday, but we also are giving out smart TVs.
Oh my gosh.
Because look, you can put your tablet on your TV, sit at your house, and watch it. Nah, Councilwoman, we're so glad to have you.
Thank you.
Welcome
Glad
to the
to be
Lotus
here.
Zone. Just in case you didn't know, the Lotus Zone is a show that we started during the pandemic so that we can continue to stay engaged with our seniors. And the Lotus Zone is to educate, entertain, enlighten, and engage the seniors. And while we were on the show, we had about 4 or 5 of the seniors call in and say, we starting to get our ballots, but we don't really know all these people that's running because, you know, we can't go out the house.
That's
and
right.
so we want to hear from the candidates. So we did all this fanciness. Look, we got real
I know.
cameras.
I'm like, this is a real studio.
This is a real studio. We on
Awesome.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the radio.
Wow.
So you can't miss us, Councilwoman. We on we on the
too much.
website.
Y'all too
We too
much.
much. We high tech in here. So listen. So today, what we want to do is just hear from you. We know you're an incumbent, and we know what you've been doing, but we want to hear it from you.
All
and so we're going to talk to you 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
And we prefer that you just keep your comments and your about what you're doing.
All
we don't,
right.
We don't want to
Oh.
hear about the other people that's running.
Oh, there is no one else.
Okay. And we're going to stick to the topics.
Okay.
All right. So the
Sure.
first question.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First question. Won't you tell us about yourself? Even though, I know all about you. Tell us something about yourself. We'll give you 2 or 3 minutes to do that. Tell us what you want to know. It could be about yourself or what you've done as a councilwoman because everybody knows you.
Sure. My name is Chawna Banks, and I am the Metro Council District 2 councilwoman. For those of you who don't know what District 2, it encompasses about 80% of the city of Baker, Alson, Scotlandville, Beechwood, Brownsville, everything north of Hooper.
And Southern
to
Lab,
the
huh?
Comey River. No,
Not Southern
I have
Lab?
the foot of Scotlandville.
Oh, okay.
But District 10 had a body.
Oh, okay. District 10 got the bite. That's
Yes.
good. Okay.
Yes. But as anything, I mean, once a kid, always a kid.
Always a
you
kid.
know,
Me and
yeah.
Shauna got these. That's what
Yeah,
we got in
that's
common right
right.
there.
That's
The
right.
L's for the lab. All right, and then you want to tell us something about yourself?
Sure. So I am not only a mother, I'm now a grandmother. I have 2
Oh, wow.
grandchildren.
Okay.
My son and my daughter-in-law, and I'm begging for a third. It is absolutely an awesome thing to be a grandmother. My mother, I grew up with both my grandparents well into my 30s, so that was always something where I was the only one that had both sets of grandparents. And my parents were excellent to my son. So, having a heart for seniors is something that's innate in me because I, did have that experience for 3 generations.
Right.
And now I am where they sat.
Okay, well, good. So, look, we're going to get into the first question, and it's a question that's coming from the Council on Aging, and then we're going to get into seniors' questions. Seniors, if you want to ask your question, you can ask it. If you didn't turn your card in at the Jules J. Newman Center, because we got the cards from Jules J. Newman Center.
okay.
They wrote it down. If you didn't turn your card in at the Jules J. Newman Center, you can also put your question on Facebook, and Jill will be reading the question. You could do it on my page, on the council page. But the first question is, what are your top 3 priorities for seniors in this parish if you are reelected? What are your top 3 priorities?
So, of course, all my seniors are special. I have about, I'll say 2,500 seniors
You do.
over the age of 60 in District 2. And they're all special. They range 3 zip codes, 70811, 70714, and 70807.
Okay.
But, of course, the hub is the George A. Newman Community Center.
right.
I inherited the Foster Road Center, Baker Center, and also the center at Greater King David. After the millage passed, I got my own George A. Newman
And
Community
you were
Center.
instrumental in helping us put that George A.
That is
Newman
one of the
Community Center.
highlights of my service.
Good. Oh,
Very
wow.
much so. That's a highlight of my service. But we are working diligently. We cannot wait till there's a such thing as post-pandemic.
Oh, tell me about
because at the George A. Newman Community Center, thanks to the Council on Aging, we were granted $10,000.
That's right.
So we have implemented a mega screen over our stage. We've had the floors redone. We have.
I need to come see that.
Oh, you do. We've received a $25,000 grant through the Arts Council to have a heart trail. For our seniors, and then one
is that fancy for walking around in the heart?
It is.
Okay, then.
It is in the
Don't try
shape
to come
of a
in here,
heart.
Councilwoman, be all fancy. This. Okay,
Yes.
we're gonna walk in the heart shape.
And then there's a larger one that goes around the community
that's cute.
center. We have a walk to remember that will join us, that we go over I-10, and it's going to have all kind of artwork. And we want our seniors so they could tell us what design should be.
I like
and
that.
lastly, we met with BREC because we actually, little known fact, west of our center is a BREC park. So we actually met with BREC on applying for a senior playground.
Oh,
so
wow.
we like waiting for our seniors.
I think
'cause
that's
we ready to do
awesome.
it
A
up.
senior
We
playground?
ready to do it up.
You're trying to outshine me. I don't have one
Well,
of
you
those
all have. I was
anywhere.
just telling one of your staff members, the Council on Aging has set such a high standard of excellence that if we don't keep up, the seniors won't want to come.
Okay.
So that's the deal.
All right, so they giving us the flag. Okay, so now we're going to have our first senior question.
Okay.
Angel is going to put them on the screen. You'll be able to see the screen even though we're a little delayed. And Angel is going to read it. Go ahead and let's read the first question so we can keep up with time because Councilwoman need all her time.
The next question is from Mr. Samuel Ridley
You know Mr. Ridley?
from the Jude J. Newman Center.
Uh-huh.
How much longer will we be required to wear masks during this pandemic?
Seriously, Mr. Ridley? Seriously?
Look, let me just tell you, I am so horrible, wearing masks, but it's an absolute must. I am actually on the other side of having COVID, and so
Oh, wow.
my I don't have the same height of fear because I have the antibodies, but I can tell you it's a real thing,
Right.
and it's absolutely necessary. So until we hear there's a vaccine that has met all the FDA regulations, I think it's in our best interest to wear a mask.
I agree. Even though it's uncomfortable,
Yeah.
but it's necessary. Okay, what's the next question, Angel?
Miss Helen Coughlin from Facebook would like to know, Councilwoman, what will you do differently for District 2?
Good
Well,
question.
it depends on what differently mean. I am the third year council member, third term council member, and during my term we've done excellent things. Though the work, it never ends. But as it relates to housing, we have been in touch with several developers because we have not had a new subdivision in over 40 years. We also have received another grant to enhance the Scotlandville Plaza. We are working on bringing a racetrack to Baker. We have infrastructure and sidewalks, which have been as a result of a complete street recommendation where we have a new sidewalks on Harding Boulevard, Central Road, and we're waiting on our allocation for Elm Grove Garden Drive. If I would say the greatest difficulty is, as it is across the parish, is blight. And so
Right.
More importantly, I am working on engaging more residents to know that they have an opportunity to acquire property through non-traditional means. And because, quite frankly, we have 6,000. and we want to have more businesses attracted
Is
to
it
our
6,000
community.
blighted properties in your
6,000
district?
No,
in the parish.
Yeah. So DPW,
Wow.
you know, that it's no way we can. DPW staff can settle that matter. So a number one priority to me is getting more people engaged in those efforts. But come to my community meetings and
Do you
be a
have
part
chicken
of
at the
change.
meetings?
No.
You, Councilwoman,
No.
you got to have.
I
You know, the
know.
senior like a finger sandwich and a piece of chicken.
Well, we'll work on that.
Work on
We'll work on
getting the
that.
snack budget for the meetings, and I bet you will have standing room on.
I'm sure.
All right, Angela. Next, what's next?
The next question that we have is about the dedicated tax millage.
Okay. Oh, that's my question. All right, Councilwoman. East Baton Rouge Council on Aging currently has a dedicated tax millage, as you know.
Yes.
It's utilized to provide much needed services to our seniors across the parish. What is your stance on the tax? Do you support it? And if you don't, are you planning on repealing it if reelected?
So the tax credit, the Council on Aging tax credit, it was a blood fight.
Wasn't
It was one that I can happily say
You
that
led the
I
charge
was ready
on.
to draw blood.
That's
and
right.
Because of that, you know, sometimes, you know, it's just a heart thing, and you don't know how God is going to move in it.
That's right.
But you have to stand on what is right.
Which is principle.
And it was principle.
That's
and
right.
these are quality of life issues.
Right.
Our seniors have to be honored. They deserve the kind of quality
Yes,
of
ma'am.
life assets. When this millage passed, I had no idea that myself, I would benefit from it with my mother. My mother was healthy, living alone, independent. And as a result of the Council on Aging being able to expand services, whether it's a center,
Right.
whether it's food, whether it's social activities, that helped me and my sister who was working with my mother could not live alone and could not visit and walk the streets and have a good time.
Right.
So you never know when the seeds you're planting to help is going to benefit your family.
Right.
And I am so glad this passed. Again, I'm willing to draw blood if anybody
right.
tries to repeal it again.
Good.
But it is an absolute
And what people sometimes, Councilwoman, don't know is they read what's in the paper and they hear all the politics of it,
yeah.
but they don't come to places like this and see, you know, the seniors benefiting from the services that we provide.
And do know that they're not doing it because they don't believe it's happening. They don't want an inner conviction. So they know it's happening, but if you're going to but to remove they have to hold on to that excuse.
Right.
And they have to hold on, so they don't want anything where they could say positive proof this is the right thing.
Right,
so,
right.
So just know they do know.
They know.
Yeah.
Okay. Angela, what we got next for the Councilwoman? We got the next question for the Councilwoman.
The next question is going to come from the phone lines.
We got the phone working. They listening on the radio
Boy, y'all
too.
got it going on.
Let us hear the phone lines. Who is? Welcome to the Lotus Zone.
Hello, welcome to the Lotus Zone. How are you doing today? We're doing fine. Do you have a question for Miss Councilwoman?
My name is Morrow, and I want to know about trying to upgrade the Eden Park area.
Okay.
Down later, Leather Park.
Yes, ma'am.
She want to know.
So yes, ma'am. Eden Park isn't in. Should I answer now?
Go ahead. You can answer.
So
yeah.
Eden Park is not part of District 2. It's part of District 5. I'm sure they are scheduled at another date.
They are.
But do reach. You don't have to reach. You can reach out to your elected council member in that area, and you all can probably work together.
Oh,
No, that's District 7.
That's District 7.
just
Yeah.
realized District 7.
And because Councilwoman is here, you could call her too, and she'll
Yeah, I probably will.
she probably will help you. She probably will help you. Okay, we got another call from the Drew J. Newman. Another question. I read a question. Let me tell you, and I don't know. It's probably not in your screen, so I'm gonna jump around, Angela, because I was reading the questions and I thought they were so great. One of the seniors, it was more like a testimony on the question, and the question was, the pantry at Jude Newman has been such a blessing to her life. Were you going to do anything else to expand and make it more, to serve more and more better, to add more things to your current pantry, food pantry that you have at the Jude Newman Center?
So when at the height of the pandemic in March or April, when all of the a lot of the pantries in our community closed down,
Right.
the George A. Newman Community Center pantry stayed open. And because of that, and with the seniors that come to get the lunch and everything, we had so much food that when we were able to meet the needs of our regular pantry, we would just call over to the center and say, tell your seniors when they get their lunch to come around. So I am so happy that blessed you. Right now we're meeting on Thursdays and Fridays. They've done some reorganization and they prepare the food. But if you're signed up Thursday and Fridays, we'll see you. But we basically laxed all of the rules to help our seniors at the height of the pandemic.
That's a
and
blessing.
if you came to get lunch, just make that little round, and you were able to also get food from the food
Well, I
pantry.
tell you what, in her message, it really, really blessed her. So I wanted to make sure that I got that question
I'm
in
glad.
for her. Anything? We got another one?
We have one more from Jude J. Newman. It's from Miss Betty Wallace.
Okay.
And she has questions about your opinion regarding racial harmony in the area. What are your plans to improve how we all get along with each other?
So,
Good
yeah. So when you think about District 2, we have about 80% African American and about 20% Caucasian. I think that as it relates to our district, we have a sufficient amount of harmony as it relates to race, but throughout the parish, it is absolutely a disparaging statistic. I believe that when you want to solve any dilemma, it should start with leadership. So as part of the Metro Council, one of the items that I plan to bring in January is as part of our training that we will all go through dialogue on race, just like
good.
we deal with ethics training,
Yep.
because that's the harmony. If people don't see it from their elected officials and their leadership, then it'll be very difficult. We need to not just talk the talk, we need to walk the walk, in
That's
other
right.
words.
That's right.
And so that, I hope, would be in some way impact our racial disparities in our community.
All right, Councilwoman, it's been great talking to you. So I'm going to give
Thank
you
you.
2 or 3 minutes to let you, say whatever you want to say to the seniors and to everybody that's listening, because it's not just seniors, they're caregivers.
Sure.
And it's your opportunity to say whatever you want to say and let us know what your thoughts are. Any critique you want to give us about the show, we appreciate it, because you one of our leaders, and we make sure that we stay in contact with you. So whatever
Sure.
message you have for the seniors, go ahead.
Well, the first thing I wanted to tell that as it relates to the East Baton Rouge Parish seniors, they're blessed.
Yes, ma'am.
They are extremely blessed through your leadership and your dedicated staff. To be a part of a council on aging where basically you're trying to meet every need.
Right.
And so we're very excited. I look forward to continuing to work with the Council on Aging. And in 2020, we hope to see our seniors back in full force.
I know.
I miss them.
And so do we. I tell you, the governor has informed us that we won't open senior centers back until phase 4. They got us on hold, but you think you miss the seniors. We can't wait to be able to fellowship and get all in the room together again with social
If
distancing.
you give me 30 seconds.
Go ahead.
So this is a tidbit that I want to just tease the seniors.
Okay.
So I told you about the mega screen, right?
Right.
So we've already set up the 8-foot tables
Okay.
where 2 seniors could sit on the end, and when they do lunch, they could watch a movie.
Oh, that'll be good.
So that's what we're waiting for. Okay,
See you
phase 4, right?
Phase 4. We'll
All
see
right.
see you guys back in phase 4. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I
Councilwoman.
appreciate
I appreciate you
the
taking out
building
the
is
time.
beautiful as well.
When you get a chance, you could take a tour and see.
I took 2 tours.
You took a tour. It's nice, huh?
Today, yeah.
Yep. And look, we going on to the next one. The admin building is on its way, and then
Yes.
Lotus Village housing, and then we're gonna do one of these nice buildings up in your area. It's coming. It's a secret. But
I
it's
know
coming.
it.
You know it.
There are no secrets.
There's no
for me.
secrets in Baton Rouge. Huh? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, look, we're going to take a radio break. We got to take a radio. Wait a minute. Don't go.
Oh, okay.
You got to give away. We got to give one. We're going to give away a tablet. Councilwoman is going to give away a tablet. Let's get a call.
So
you want to
how
do a
do I
call?
do that?
Okay, so what we're going to do, you dial in right now. We're going to do it on the telephone. 225-663-3271. 225-663. I'm sorry, 2271. 2271. Call in. Caller number 2. Caller number 2. When we answer the call.
District 2.
District
Caller
2.
number 2.
District 2 for caller number 2. And Councilwoman is going to give away this tablet. So don't tear it. Let's do it. Let's do it, seniors. And if you enjoying the show, click like.
Ring
all right.
those phones.
Here we go. We got it. We got it.
Hello, welcome to the Lotus Zone.
Yes, I'm calling to get a tablet.
Yes,
Woo! Who we speaking to?
What thing?
who we speaking with?
Barbara Stevenson.
Barbara Stevenson.
Miss Stevenson, you live in District 2. You a senior, Miss Stevenson?
She said, are you a senior?
Yes, I am. I'm with the Foster Road.
Foster Road.
Oh! Hey!
All right, we got you, Miss
You
Stevenson.
want me to bring it to your house?
She said
Okay,
yes.
I'll do that.
All right, we're going to send you a...
Get your address.
TV to go with it.
Oh, look, she
Okay.
was TV. Tell her we're gonna get her phone number, address.
I'll see
and
what
she
I can
drop
do.
it, and we're gonna drop you the T-shirt. Tell her T-shirt too, Trudy.
Until I need the TV, the smart TV.
Now look, Miss Stevenson.
Look.
Now look, we got to spread it around.
Okay, I'm gonna bring you the tablet and the T-shirt.
All right, she's gonna drop it to you. Look, she said you just need you to hook the tablet up. See, these seniors spoiled. All right, thank you, Councilwoman. We're gonna get you the address, and you can go drop it to
and I'll
her.
drop
All
it
right,
off
I
to you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you so much.
See y'all later.
All right, we're going on a break. Radio break. We gotta pay some bills. That's what they say on the big time radio shows. We gotta pay some bills, right? All right, let's go.
Council on Aging, serving seniors. Council on Aging, serving seniors.
Now listen, let's just remember, this is for informational purposes, because I want you all to be able to go out and make an informed decision. You called and asked for it, we delivered. One thing about us seniors, when you ask us, we give it up, we give it up. Now, my next special guest is Dr. Dina Johnson. Did I have it right?
Yes, you did.
Dr. Dina Johnson, they told me you got you a big time doctor. I was going to
PhD.
my knee been hurting. I was going to say.
No,
No, you can't.
no medical.
No medical.
Philosophy
Okay.
only.
All right, Dr. Johnson, we're going to ask you a series of questions.
Okay.
We're going to give you a good 15 minutes. You're allowed 2 minutes to respond. And it's our preference that you refer to what you're going to do, refrain from talking about the other candidates, no personal attacks. And we're going to try to stick to the topic,
Okay.
even though I wander off topic a lot. Okay, so just try to keep up with me. So now, why don't you give us 2 minutes and tell us all about yourself?
Well, as Tasha introduced me, I am Dr. Dina Johnson. I am a lifetime, let's start with,
Can you talk a little louder, Dr. Johnson? There you go.
okay,
All
not
right.
used to this.
Into the microphone.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
There you go. We hear you now.
All righty. I'm running for City Council District 2. I'm a lifetime member or lifetime resident of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I graduated from Grambling State University.
Grambling.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
My bad.
Oh, everybody doing this in the room.
I'm not scared. Okay.
Okay, all right. We love HBCU.
That's the whole idea.
I'm a rattler. So.
At the end of the day, it's all about being an HBCU
That's it.
alumni.
That's it.
And then afterwards, I returned back and sought after my master's in public administration.
Okay.
And then I attained my PhD
Doctorate.
in public policy, concentration in healthcare, finance, and environmental science.
Okay, environmental science.
Yes.
Okay, so you could go tell us why we had so many mosquitoes.
No, I don't know.
No, I was just checking to see what kind of scientist you are. Okay,
More like in the policy side.
the policy side.
Right.
I got you. Okay, so first question is priorities. Okay, so what are your top 3 priorities for seniors in the parish and in your district if you are elected? What are your top priorities?
Okay, my first priority would be to establish the, workshops and making sure that housing and redevelopment.
Housing and redevelopment?
Yes. and
Housing for
also
seniors and redevelopment?
Redevelopment of housing, and also I would also focus on, as I said prior to that, would be, which I can't remember, the workshops and wellness.
And wellness?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And even those that may suffer with mental health in that
Okay.
capacity, but looking toward the, emphasizing on assisting the youth. We have a lot of programs. I mean, you guys here have done so much. It's amazing.
Thank you so
and-
much.
Right. It's like, who could top it? But my third one would be, I guess, for like, educational programs that can help the youth, the elderly. For instance, technology.
Right.
I've hosted some training programs for the elderly, actually,
Okay.
at Star Hill.
Oh, great.
Yes, I started up that program and help the elderly because we need to be a little bit more patient with them. And I have a background in information technology.
Okay.
And I've taught at several universities.
Sound like you got about 5
Seven
jobs.
universities.
You do workshops, you work
Yeah.
with the youth, you got a background in technology, and you can tell us about the mosquitoes.
Well,
The policy for the mosquitoes.
yeah, that we have to
Gotcha.
make sure that you bait the area.
Bait the area.
That's right, I have to bait the
I
area.
like that. I like that. All right, and Jill, what is our first question for Dr. Johnson? Okay, so Dr. Johnson, so you know how this is going. So we're all on the internet, and you see we're on different pages. So the seniors are asking questions on Facebook Live, on this one, and they're also calling in from the radio.
That's
what
awesome.
these are. And then we have some pre-written questions that came in from the lunch line on cards like this. So Angela is
Okay.
going to read us the first question for Dr. Johnson. And what say you, Angela?
The first question I have for Dr. Johnson is from Miss Brenda Harris.
Miss Brenda Harris.
She has a topic on the recycle plant.
On the recycle plant.
Recycle plant. She wants to know what happened or what are the plans for a recycle plant in her district area.
Okay. Is there a plan for a recycling plant? They used to have a recycling plant on Scenic Highway, didn't they?
For aluminum.
For aluminum.
Yes.
I guess she want to recycle a lot of
steel.
stuff. So
That would be a
the
metal
tire
recycling.
shredder. She talking about the tire shredder.
Yeah, the tire shredder is already in place, to my knowledge. It's already in place. But, of course, my thing is that not many are
Right.
using it. We're still putting tires on corners and in ditches
dumping them on
and
people's
canals.
neighborhoods. Right.
Right.
So what you gonna do to stop that if you really?
Well, I was thinking of maybe an incentive. You know how we used to do with the bottle Cokes?
The Coke bottles.
Yeah, you know the Coke bottles.
You get 5 cents if you turn in the tire?
5 cent.
Why don't we get some tire police and just throw them on the ground or something?
Well,
no, don't let me. That's
No.
your policies.
Well, my thing is that, we got enough things to police already.
You're right about
You
that.
know, but in general, I think it would be more of a motivation for somebody to say, let me go and get this 50 cents or this $5 if I can go around and collect all of the tires. They collect, I could put some furniture on the side of the road that I have no interest in.
Mm-hmm.
However, 5 minutes after I walk back out there, it's gone. So it's all about, I may not had the ability to take it to the steel mill or wherever they call, I don't know what they call it, but the
tire mill?
No, not the tire mill. I'm talking
Oh.
about like metal.
Okay,
when
got
you
you.
put it on the corner.
Yes.
And you're just waiting for someone to come and pick it up. For say waste management.
Right.
However, it doesn't make it that far before someone comes by and picks it up.
Got you.
So I would, I think that making an incentive would help with people wanting to pick them up and
Right.
go and shred them.
Okay, she gonna do incentives for the tires. Put me down. Write me down. I'll take the $5. I'll pick them up. Okay. Next question.
Our next question comes from Facebook.
Okay.
Miss Ciola Moore wants
Hey,
to.
Miss Ciola. That's my
Hey,
good
Miss
thing. Hey, Miss
Ciola.
Ciola. How you doing, girlfriend? Come on.
Miss Ciola wants to know, if you are elected, what would you do to try and help Baton Rouge grow without raising taxes?
Without raising taxes.
Ooh.
Oh,
She
Baton
got you on
Rouge
the
to grow.
She got you on the spot, Dr. Johnson.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to
kinda,
rely on
sorta.
you're gonna have to rely on that doctorate.
Well, well, in this case, and with that being said, I would, being that I'm only responsible for the District 2 area, I would do my best to enhance our area to
Right.
where it can complement the rest of the city.
Okay.
Okay. When you enhance the structures,
You're working it.
when you enhance the structure, I know for just our area, we're
Right.
really struggle with people, businesses investing in our area because of the conditions of it. And my thing
Right.
is that we should enhance the environment to make it investable. And
Okay.
without that, it's kind of hard for us to grow as a district as well as a city.
So how will we enhance your district to make it viable?
Oh, beautification,
Beautification.
would be one. A removal of blight and abandoned buildings.
Good,
Graffiti.
Graffiti
Yeah,
removal.
remove those and empty lots and
Empty
untreated
lots.
areas.
Right.
In addition to more lighting, focus on improving the reduction of crime.
Okay.
Reducing crime. And also, I think that whatever we do as a district would also benefit that of Southern University, being that they're right in our back door.
That's right, that's
and I
right.
think that it would be my intent to collaborate with Southern University in some manner to where we can grow together in District 2, even though they're in District 6.
All right. Well, that was a wonderful answer. One more question. This is the last question.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And the next question is going to be about our dedicated tax millage.
All right. East Baton Rouge Council on Aging currently has a dedicated millage that is utilized to provide much needed services to seniors across this parish. What is your stance on the tax? Do you support it, and would you repeal it if elected?
Oh, definitely not repeal it.
Good answer.
The elderly are the ones that we should watch out for or be there to support more.
Yes,
They're
ma'am.
on fixed incomes and their
Exactly.
health's a challenge.
Right.
So not we need to be investing in them.
That's
After
right.
all, that generation invested in us.
That's right. You're so right. We stand on their shoulders
That's
every
right.
day. I agree with that. So listen, we got a couple of minutes. Why don't you tell us? You can tell us some stuff about your platform or what you intend to do if elected. How do you want to take office and take off running? How you want to start off running to make a profound impact for District 2?
Well, actually, Ms. Tasha, I've been working toward preparing myself for being elected. I'm thinking very optimistically on
Yes.
it. And my thing is that I have started reaching out to the city chief of police on the crime issues.
Right.
I've also started working on researching on various different
Right.
grocery stores. We have a desert when it comes
Food
to
desert. That's
food
right.
desert.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and that needs to be addressed. And as far as the storefronts, those are the things that I really want to get to where it's more appealing.
Okay.
And establish ordinance to where we have some compliance that
Right.
needs to be enforced.
Okay.
And so that way, when you invest in it, you have to take care of it.
Right. Agree.
Right. And, of course, we have the drainage issues. I want to establish a maintenance
Plan.
Yes, treatment of that of the drainage to
Right.
where we won't have the problem with flooding, and also bring in more businesses
Okay.
into our area as
You're
well.
gonna do a lot. You're gonna do a lot, Dr. Johnson. That's a lot you talking about.
Well, that's the whole point.
That's the whole point, huh?
Right.
Well, listen. Why don't you give us either your website so the seniors can see more about your platform, or
Oh,
how they
yes.
can contact you, and then because we're gonna bring up the next person and we got to go to break. So come on.
Perfect. My my website is www.dinajohnson for City Council. No, it's not Dr. Dina Johnson. www.dinajohnsonforcitycouncil.com.
.com.
Yes.
All right, all right. Well, listen, seniors, you got Dr. Johnson. We're so glad. It was nice to meet you. It's my
a
first time
pleasure
meeting you.
meeting you as
It's so
well.
glad to have you. It's good to know another doctor. So in case my knee go awry, no. If I need some policy help,
I got your back.
you got my back. It
That's
was
right.
really nice to meet you. Thank you for
Pleasure's
taking the
mine.
time to come out and speak with the seniors. Want you to know that they're listening on multiple platforms, and so this will give them an opportunity to fill out their ballots, because a lot of them are listening and filling out their ballots as
Right.
they listen.
I think that the elderly are the ones that normally vote, and I'm glad that I had the opportunity for them to give me their ears,
Yes.
so I can let them know
That's right.
what my plans are for the city.
All right, Dr. Johnson, it was nice to meet you. And
Thank
next,
you.
guys, we got Vincent Jemison. It's next. We got Mr. Morrow, and we got Judge Yvette. So we're going to move, and we're not going to take a break. We just going to go ahead and go to the next person so we can make sure that we're not running out of time. We're going to get Mr. Jamison.
Sachin County.
Yes, ma'am. It was nice to meet you. Great job. Good luck to you. Listen, seniors, don't worry, don't fret. I got another tablet. You got to continue to watch, because toward the end of the show, I'm giving away 43-inch Rico TV, full HD smart TV that you can hook your tablet up, or you can hook your phone up to the TV and watch it online. I'm telling you, I saw Miss we don't need a radio break. I saw Miss from Butler Center. What's her name, Trudy, from the Butler Center? Miss Jessica's mom. I can't remember right now. But she sent me a picture. She was holding up her Medicare and You book, and she was sent me a picture, and she was watching it on her TV, right? Through her telephone. She got technology down better than I do. How you doing? Pull up to the microphone so we can hear you. Put your earpieces on so you can hear me. Oh, there you go. All right, sorry about that feedback. Thank you. All right, we have Mr. Vincent Jemison. We're going to change your name on the screen. Huh? It's delayed. Yeah, Mr. Vincent Jemison. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you also.
It's really nice to meet you. So you're running for District 2, right? And so I'm going to give you the same rules. One, that this show is the Senior Advisory Board requested that they hear from the candidates, because they're in the process of filling out their their ballots, and so they want to make sure they make informed decisions. So this is only for information, and we ask that each candidate, refrain. We're going to have 10, 15 minutes that you get to talk. We're going to ask some direct questions from the seniors, and we're also asking that you stick to the platform, stick to the topic, refrain from personal attacks against any of your opponents. Why don't you tell us something about yourself?
Well, I'm Vincent Jemison. One thing I learned how to answer that question. I'm very resourceful, and I'm a good listener.
All right.
That's about me.
Okay.
I have a doctorate degree in management and organizational
We got
leadership.
another doctor. I'm full of doctors today. Dr.
Oh, yeah.
Johnson,
Your back
Dr.
not
James.
hurting, huh? Your back not hurting.
My knee.
Oh, I'm not a medical doctor, so I
Okay.
can't help you with that one.
All right.
So yeah, and I have my master's degree in legal studies, and
Okay.
I have an MBA, 24 hours towards my MBA,
Okay.
and 25 plus years in the military.
Okay. What branch?
Army. I was a logistics officer for the military. I really enjoyed that.
Okay.
And I worked my way up.
Okay.
I was the assistant state hazard mitigation officer for the Louisiana Office of Emergency Preparedness. And the next
Talking
office,
to the mic for me.
the next office that came up is the Governor's Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness. So,
Okay. Gossip. You work over there at Gossip.
well, no.
No?
It was the predecessor was Louisiana Office of Emergency Preparedness.
got you.
GOSEP took over, when
After
they changed.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Okay.
mhm.
So first question is, tell us, we take care of seniors. So what we want to know is, what are your top 3 priorities for seniors in this parish if you are elected?
Well, I would like to say the first thing I want to do is make sure that I take care of the seniors. I was raised by my mother, who was a single parent,
Okay.
and my grandmother. I love them both. God rest their soul.
Right.
But the most important thing about taking care of seniors is being able to identify the budget that it takes to take care of seniors. I can't take care of seniors just with my voice.
That's
I have
right.
to take care of my seniors with money.
It takes some coins.
It takes a lot of coins.
That's
and
right.
The city of Baton Rouge has a lot of coins, and a lot of coins have been left on the table when it
Uh-oh.
comes to seniors. It really has. I'm talking about flooding in their neighborhoods, dealing with police security, and riding through the neighborhoods. But one thing I want to say about how I take care of seniors is to be able to identify this budget that the Council of Aging has to deal with. In the past, they have been struggling trying to get raises for salaries and other areas, and I realize that they
Y'all, he came here. He got our budget. This is our budget. He
exactly
talking about.
see that I don't play.
He
I don't play.
He came with my budget.
I am so prepared as a logistics officer, and that's exactly how it should be.
he got my
the,
budget.
The first thing I want to tell you, there's a $9 million budget that deals with the Council on Aging. I don't think that's enough, simply because you have to respect the people that came before you.
Hey, I like that.
If you don't respect the people that came before you and have a proper representation, how can you win? In 2017, 2018, the Council on Aging ran through a lot of problems with the former council member who now is a state representative, and they tried to challenge them on this money that they had. And I'm telling you, we have the money to survive and take care of our seniors, and that is my priority.
All right. Okay, then. We got a question for them seniors. Come on, Angel. What are they saying?
We have a question from Facebook.
From Facebook.
Miss Mary Louise Hall.
Miss Mary Louise Hall.
She wants to know, what are your plans to deal with crime in your district?
What are your plans to deal with crime in District 2?
Ms. Hall, I think that's a very good question. First of all, let me tell you something. Going back to the budget, and I know a lot of people don't hear about this, but I can't help you, Ms. Hall, without money. Okay, the city parish, the police department, the chief is an appointed chief of police. So his marching orders come from the mayor. If I don't have a good relationship with the mayor, I can't have anything. The District 2 in your area you live in, ma'am, is unincorporated. So as a chain of command from me for being in the military is to be able to deal with the mayor, the state representative, and the governor. And I'm telling you right now, because the budget shows that there are 52 police officers that are shorthanded, I'm going to expand that. We got 2 police departments in District 2. We got the city police and the sheriff's office. I'm asking to expand that to add the constable's office downtown also. We can change the perspective and the crime in that area when we offer new investments, offer development, and we able to provide a good quality police department that has really take people interest in mind, simply because we've seen in the last couple of years, police departments have really been stressed out. They're making decisions, doing things that are very harmful when it comes to our African American community. So you say, how can I change the violence? How can we increase more police security in our area? It can be done. I have to be able to identify a budget. Have to be able to identify how we can actually provide the right amount of police officers with the right training. And I will do that because I'm going to challenge that budget and make sure
He gonna beat the budget down.
That we have what we have, and
it
we
won't
need.
be no
need.
budget left. You
That's right.
you gonna beat that budget up.
We gonna beat that budget up.
He fine tooth combing that budget, right?
I was a logistics officer in the
on the
military,
budget.
and the budget, and we're gonna make sure, because that's how I cannot help my people without the money.
Shred the budget. Go on and shred it up and let's work with. Okay, what's the next question, Angel?
Next question,
Perfect segue.
Our dedicated tax
Okay, you mentioned earlier the East Baton Rouge Council on Aging currently has a dedicated millage tax that is utilized to provide much needed services to the seniors across the parish. What is your stance on the tax? Do you support it, or would you repeal it if elected?
And you saw I brought my notes.
I
First
see
of all,
that.
let me tell you something. You have to be prepared before you come to these type of meetings.
Get prepared.
You got to be prepared. In 2016,
Do your homework.
the voters approved a 2.5 millage.
That's right.
And let me tell you something.
Tell it
There's
about it.
nobody listening on this radio who doesn't have a senior in their family, whether it's a father, grandfather, uncle. You have to be able
Now
to
you
take care of
preaching.
your people. You cannot say, I'm just going to just ride along because I'm trying to take care of my kids. If you don't take care of the people who raised you up and brought you here, then you just fall apart. There's no legacy for our people. And for the
Right.
black community, we are just obliterating our legacy. So
Okay.
from my perspective is, let me tell you something.
Tell it to us.
I was raised again by a grandmother
And I'm single
and my
parent
mother
mom.
and a single parent mother.
I got your
And I'm
story.
telling you, I am going to support the director of this program.
Thank you.
You don't get, first of all, there is not enough money in the budget
He
to
said
take
he
care
support
of-
me.
Yeah, there's not enough money in the budget to take care. It says $9.2 million that was for the city, the council on aging.
That's
East
not
Baton
enough.
Parish.
We need more.
But it says on this paper right here, it was 11 million. So that's $2 million that y'all short of right now.
What you say?
$2 million. You're looking at it right here, aren't you?
I see it on
You
your
see it right-
paper.
Exactly. This is
Mhm.
not my paper. This is your paper.
What you say?
You did this. You did this annual report.
They short me
$2 million.
$2 million.
So the
What?
thing is, we got to have proper representation for somebody who can engage in the community. You got to be transparent and accountable. If you're not transparent and accountable and you playing games with people's lives, because let me tell you something, this job is a part-time job, and a person who takes on this job has to be a self, not for self. Let's move on to the next.
Ooh, not for self, but be of self. What you say?
I
that?
said a self, not for
Of
self.
self and not for self.
That's right.
Well, okay then. All
Now you
right.
about to make me start preaching. now.
You know, I already preached on the budget. We could pass the plate around.
Look
He
at
preached
everybody
on the
over
budget.
there. They
They
happy.
over there. All
Yeah,
right,
like that.
Angel
They feeling it.
smiling.
Feeling it. That's
Feeling
right.
it. What's next, Angel? What's the next question from the seniors? Facebook is blowing up. You blowing them
Bring it
up.
on.
Y'all hit the like button if y'all like it, Mr. Vincent. Go on. Come on, Mr. James. Come on,
The
Angel.
Jemison family has been so proud to serve the civil rights community. Let's keep it
Oh,
going.
you a Jemison. Okay, that Jemison. Come on. Miss Sandra Allen. What will you do to improve public transportation? They listening in your district.
Well, let me tell you something. Public transportation was profound a long time ago in Scotlandville, and
Ooh-wee.
not just Scotlandville, but Scotlandville. I mean, District 2 is encompassing all over. I mean, we have 34,000 people we serve. Baker, Foster Road, Beechwood, all those areas. So in order for us to really improve the the transportation, I have to develop a coalition. Let me tell you something. In order for me to be successful in this game right here, I have to be able to. I can't do it all. That budget.
You can't do it all.
That
But that budget,
that budget I'm talking to you about, I have to be able to develop a coalition of folks who can come in and do what we call, when I was in emergency preparedness,
All
an
right.
extension service. I know
an extension service.
that means
Break it down.
I have contractors that can come in and say, you know what, let's figure out, because I'm going to tell you something, let's figure out how we can make this transportation better so individuals can
Bring it
get
together.
to this new grocery store we're going to put in there.
So you're gonna put a grocery store.
We got to do that.
We got to have
We got
it.
the land for it now. So the point I'm trying to make is we can do this if we transparent and we're accountable, right?
Right,
You have to be
right.
transparent and accountable.
Accountability and transparency. That's the catchwords.
That's the catchwords. So the point I'm trying to make is to improve, to answer this individual's question.
Go ahead.
We can have the bus service. I have to work with cats, but me working with cats alone is not going to do it.
No.
That coalition I'm telling you about,
Right.
you have Together Baton Rouge, you have Baton Rouge Votes, you have Baton Rouge Area Chamber. There's so many organizations that's ready and willing to work with the community, and I am so engaging because of my military experience,
Right.
my doctorate degree. I know I can do it.
Okay, all right. Now, next question, last question. Well, this is what we have for you. So, because we crunch for time, we're gonna give you 2 minutes. Tell us everything that you want to do for the seniors. How you gonna, if you are elected, what you gonna do your first week? Let's have it.
Okay, the first thing I want to do is develop a coalition with the organizations that's on the ground already.
Right.
Okay. To be able to come back to EBR Council on Aging and say, hey, look, I understand that we had a bunch of prior things that happened with the with individuals with the East Baton Rouge Parish Council on Aging. We're going to be able to vet the right employees. We want y'all to get raises. There's no reason why, because in order for you to do your job, you have to have salaries. Okay, we want to be able to develop a good kitchen for those folks, the elderly. We want to be able to provide what it says, capital expenses and
Right.
meals and other and operating expenses.
He wanna build a new kitchen.
The point is being able to identify the true budget. I cannot help my people without having control of the money. I'm gonna give an example. Exxon, they're a good company. They give last year they gave $120 million to East Baton Rouge Parish.
Right.
Listen to me, $120 million for East Baton Rouge Parish. Over the last 12 years, that's $1 billion that they've received. Now, you can't tell me that over $1 billion in the city of Baton Rouge, East Baton Rouge Parish operates on $1 billion on an annual basis. We leave a lot of money on the table right now for not taking care of our people because
Okay.
you're not engaging. You have to be a self, not for self. I come to bring you 25 years of military experience, doctorate degree, 2 master's degrees, and the energy it takes to engage with people, to be able to communicate with people. I have your back. There's people in Alson, people in Feliciana, people in Greenwood Estates. These people want to be helped. They have survived on their own, and right now there's leadership that's coming. Get out and vote. Change the presidential election, change this election, and make your community better than it ever has been.
All right. Hey, he preached the word here today. Go ahead and give them your website or how they can follow up with you on Facebook. Go ahead and tell them.
Follow me on Facebook at Elect Vincent Jemison or Vincent Jemison on my campaign page. Get on there, like the page, see what I'm all about, see the people that's on my page. There's a lot of energy coming from my campaign, and I really have the people's best interest in mind. Once again, this is a part-time job.
Yes.
You have to be a self, not for self.
A self
You
and
can't
not
come in
for
here-
self.
You cannot come in here thinking that you're going to use this money as a supplemental income to
Hello.
help yourself out. You have to give, and that's what it's all about. District 2 has been plagued with leadership that is not caring anymore.
All
Where there's
right.
somebody that has been called to a position to save, to help, and provide all the energies that they can get. And so guess what? Let's do it. Let's do
All
it
right,
together.
thank you, Mr. Jemison. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time. We're going
Thank
to take a quick radio break, and we're going to have Mr. Jim Morrow on next. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you for considering the Council on Aging, and thank you for having a word with the seniors, and I'm sure that they will be contacting you. Have a great
Council on Aging, serving seniors. Council on Aging, serving seniors.
All right, guys. All right, we back. We cutting these breaks short. Look, right here at the break. We're going to, right after we get finished, Mr. Jim Morrow is going to help me give away this next tablet. So I'm doing 3 tablets today. Check it out. This is a Fire HD tablet. This is the one that's with Alexa that's made for seniors because it's Technology Tuesday. So we got this big grant from the National Meals on Wheels of America, and they gave us almost $100,000 to give away tablets and everything technology. But listen, today, my next guest is Mr. Jim Morrow. He's running in District 9.
Yes,
right?
ma'am. District
9, and he is running against the incumbent, who is my great friend. I'm not gonna do it. He's running. We'll let him. Won't you tell us all about yourself? Tell us where you're running. Tell us the district, who you're running against. Mr. Hudson, Mr. Dwight Hudson. I had to think about it. Right.
Okay, awesome. Can you turn me down a little bit? I'm a little loud.
Okay.
So I'm Jim Morrow. I'm originally from California. I've been in Baton Rouge now for 15 years. Gosh, I feel like a resident here. Quick story, I went on vacation this summer and I went to the West Coast, and within 20 minutes I was like completely dried out. I'm like, where's the moisture? Where's the humidity? You get used to it after a while living here. It takes a while. But anyways, I ran for this office in 2016. There were 5 of us in the field, so it was real tough. And Dwight Hudson actually ended up winning the seat, and he's been the councilman now for 4 years. And I decided to go up against him this year again. And there's just the 2 of us, which is great. So it'll be a good race. It'll be a one-shot deal, one and done.
It'll be one and done, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so look, we're gonna get straight into the questions. East Baton Rouge Council on Aging currently has a dedicated millage tax, and it is utilized to provide much-needed services to the seniors across this parish. What is your stance on the tax? Do you support it? And if elected, do you support it, or would you repeal it?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. So in 2017, the voters of this parish voted on that, and they passed that tax. And I respect what the voters in this parish did for that. So absolutely, it's in place, and no, I would not do anything to repeal it.
Well, isn't that great? I like that answer. Okay, and we have some answers from some seniors, some questions. I said some answers. So listen, they're on Facebook, and they're in Antioch. My seniors in Antioch, they're listening diligently. They're on Facebook. They're on the website. What do we got, Angel? What's the first question?
We feed a lot of people down there on Antioch.
Yes,
every
we
day,
do. About between 250 and 300 every day.
Antioch and Tiger Bend.
Antioch and Tiger Bend, and
Yes,
they
ma'am.
love it. And we can't wait to go back in. Let's go. What we got?
Okay, we have one question from Facebook.
One question
Some
from
more.
Facebook.
From Miss Josephine Oob.
Okay, Ms. Oob.
Will taxes go up if St. George is incorporated in District 9?
Uh-oh. Ma'am, the goal is for the taxes not to go up in that area. The property taxes that are in place right now will not change. They're the property taxes for that area. The St. George area is going to rely strictly on sales tax money, and that's where it's going to come from. So, no, ma'am, I do not anticipate your taxes going up.
Okay, and you got a stance or a take on St. George? You got any thoughts on that?
So the voters of the area voted on that.
I like it.
And the voters in that area passed it, not by a big margin, but they definitely passed it, and I respect what the voters did. That's what our democratic process is about.
I agree. All right. Look, what are your top 3 priorities for seniors in the parish if you are elected?
You know, I listened to that question a few minutes ago, and your last guest gave a brilliant answer on it. I'm going to tell you that number 1 is safety. I mean, we had a senior in our area off of Antioch lose their life over a car jet.
Yes, I remember
car
that.
break-in. It was nonsense for somebody to take a life like that.
Right.
I think we have to clean that up. We have to get safety under control, and part of that is the blight, and the other part of it, in my opinion, is education. We've got to fix education. We can't until we fix education. People have no hope.
Right.
You know,
they've
got to be able to get a job. They've got to be able to finish high school and get a job.
Right. And it seems like, particularly with the pandemic and everything that's going on, we're in a season of hopelessness. All this killing every day. You go to bed, you wake up, you know, just like last night on the news, it's four shot, and thank God nobody died, but it's every day. And what happens is you kind of get hardened to it, you know.
It's our normal.
It is.
How
it's becoming
sad is
the norm.
that it's our normal, that I get up in the morning. I remember a few years back, my daughter, Emma, she's 12, and she watches the news with me in the morning, and it would come on and immediately turn it off.
Right.
And you're right. It becomes
Because it kills your vibe for the whole day.
Doesn't phase her anymore. Now she knows.
Yeah.
Now she knows that that's the world we live in every day, and we have to fix that.
Right. I agree. What's the next question, Angela, you have over there?
Okay, the next question comes from Facebook. It's Miss Evelyn Edwards,
Mm-hmm.
and she has a question in regards to the council members as a whole. Coming in as a new council member, there's
Good question.
There's existing discord amongst council members. What would you do to resolve that? So
Who
you can
is
work together.
who is that? Who asked that question?
Miss Evelyn Edwards.
Miss Evelyn Edwards just got a tablet because that's
Yeah,
the best
ding,
question
ding,
of the
ding,
day.
ding. Absolutely.
Ding, 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 ding. Miss Evelyn Edwards, write it down. Miss Evelyn, that's for you. That's an awesome question. How would you
So
fix it?
I think dysfunctional is a better answer for our description for our council. I mean, we tried to put people back to work last week by opening the bars back up.
And they blew it.
And they blew it. They didn't
Yeah.
even figure that out. And
Wow.
I don't blame anyone in specifically. I blame the council as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're 4 years past the flood right now. We have a hurricane coming this weekend.
That's right.
Have we done anything about drainage or cleaning any of that or flooding?
Hey.
No, we're going to. I think we have a plan coming up, and it's supposed to start in a couple of months.
Right. After hurricane season?
Yeah, what have we done for 4 years? We've accomplished nothing. We have to fix the discord. I mean, my district has to work with District 2. District 2 has to work with my district. I mean, we have to work together. We're all in this together. We all live in Baton Rouge.
So let me ask you then, what would be your focus and how would you break down the racial barriers that are evident in this community? How would you break that down?
We have to start with pride in our community. We have to start with, I go back to it again and again, we have to start with the blight.
Right.
I did some campaign stuff in my district on Sunday, and I was alarmed at what I saw on O'Neill Lane.
Right.
And I said to the person taking pictures with me, I said, you know, this is exactly what we're going to look just like North Baton Rouge in 12 months. I mean, excuse me, in 12 years, 10 years. It's just, unless we start taking pride in our city and start cleaning the city up and supporting one another and lifting one another up, we're not getting anywhere. I mean, we turn the news on and there it is in the morning. They're just reporting the news.
Right, right. Okay, we got another one, Andrew? One more, and then we'll let him wrap it up. Oh, you got one on the phone? Okay, let's go. You got one on the phone. All right, we're going to answer the call. Go ahead. Lotus Zone, we hear you. You on there? Oh, they hung up. Okay.
Aw.
Oh, that would have been a good one. Okay, look, you guys can call in, put the number up. Go ahead, Angel. Let's get the next question.
Okay, next question.
I got a question. Can I just...
Go ahead, Ms. Amar.
What will you do differently than the current sitting incumbent? And how will you be more engaged with all agencies and all entities, even if you don't like them?
Yeah, and it's weird. I was going to get back to that here because you started this with that.
I did.
And I wanted to address it. Here's the thing. You can talk to people out there who think I'm amazing and think I'm the greatest person to work with, and you're going to talk to people out there who are going to say, yeah, no, he cannot be nice sometimes, or he can be this way sometimes.
Right.
It doesn't matter. I still got to get along with you.
That's
still got to
right.
get along with the agencies because the agencies are here to serve people, and I'm
Sure.
here to serve people.
Right.
And if I'm not getting, if we don't get along one day,
Right.
doesn't mean we're not going to work together.
Right.
We still got to get up and work together tomorrow. Why hold grudges against people? Why have that nonsense going on?
That's right. Because we can easily agree to disagree. And because at the end of the day, it's about service to the constituents of this parish, which is paramount, particularly for the lives of the seniors in this parish. And so it would be my hope that whomever serves in this position, that they would consider that there are seniors all over this parish that needs their voice.
It's funny. I got up this morning and I thought to myself, you know, I'm going on the council for aging, and my mom hated me with facial hair.
I like it. It's pretty
She
cool.
hated it, and she always used to tell me, you know, seniors don't like that. So I almost shaved it. I thought, you know what? I'm going to own it. She
Own
may
it,
not like
own
me,
it.
but
Hey, you did a good job with it. You
But
did
I'm
a
gonna
good
own
job
it.
with it. So listen, tell us something. We'll give you one more minute. You can tell us something about yourself. Anything that you want the seniors to know, how they can find you on some of these platforms, or if you have a website, so they can see your platform and how they can reach you or be in contact with you.
Yes, ma'am. So it's real simple. If you go on Facebook, just look for Elect Jim Morrow. If you go on Instagram, for those of you seniors who are real hip,
Yeah.
look for
got
Elect Jim
some.
Morrow, and you can find me there. You can find my platform. You can always find me personally. I'm on Sherwood Forest. I'm very easy to Google, and you're welcome
you
to stop
by
by
me.
my office anytime. That's where my office is.
Okay.
And I think we're going to do it this time.
All right. All right. Well, congratulations and good luck to you. And if you need anything from the Council on Aging, please feel free to call us.
I appreciate you guys' time.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Morrow. All right. Next.
Give it up.
Bam. He did good. And he helped me give a tablet away. And next we have coming to the table our very own Judge Yvette Alexander. We have Judge Yvette Alexander, who will be coming to talk to us about all things judicial. And I want her to know before she gets here that I don't have any current speeding tickets.
Okay.
I don't have any bench warrants. And so everything is good in my world as far as it relates to judicial matters. Judge, come on in, get in the film, put this on. This is your film, this is your headset. And then, so look, welcome to the Lotus Zone. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Lotus Zone radio show. This show, Judge, in case you didn't know, is to educate, enlighten, entertain, and engage the seniors and their caregivers. And we're asking each candidate to come on. Just tell us something about yourself. Tell us about your platform. We're going to give you 15 minutes. And let us know everything that you've done judicially. And then, Judge, before you leave, since you're the last one on today, you're going to help me give away today's TV because it's Technology Tuesday. And we're giving away a smart TV to go with these smart tablets, these HD Fire tablets that we've been giving away all for the last 2 or 3 months. And so we're going to get this TV away at the end of the show. So listen, y'all click like, let Judge Yvette know that you're here. Go on and tell us some stuff about you, Judge. 'Cause I know all about you.
You do. You do.
I do.
Thank you for having me here
Thank
today.
you for coming.
This is a beautiful facility. First, I want to give a shout out to the Council on Aging for the wonderful job that they're doing. I know that's not about this, but this facility and what they're doing in Baton Rouge for our seniors. I want everybody on the board, everybody who works here, all the people that are involved in Council on Aging, because with one person, wouldn't make a difference, but all together, we all make a difference, and I'm excited about that.
This is, look, you one of the first people, you all are some of the first people to actually see our beautiful Lotus Center, because the seniors haven't seen it yet, but when they come back, they're going to get to enjoy this brand new facility.
Yeah, unfortunately, COVID-19.
COVID-19, Judge, COVID-19.
In a spot. But when they come back, I know I'll be hearing all about it.
So tell us all about yourself, and tell us what your platform is, and tell us why the senior should pick you.
Well, my name is Judge.
Pull up to the mic.
My name is Judge Yvette Alexander, and I am the Chief Judge at Baton Rouge City Court. I have been on Baton Rouge City Court for 25 years.
Not the chief judge. You're the head in charge.
I'm the head in charge.
All right then.
I'm enjoying it, but I want to move on up a little higher.
All right.
And go over to the district court.
You're going to big time court, huh?
Like when I was canvassing, a lady told me that. She said, "You want to go over there with the big leagues, huh?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, I do." She said, "Well, you've done a wonderful job in city court, so you should be able to go there. I'm going to vote for you."
All right.
I'm a proud graduate of the Grambling State University.
Oh,
I know.
Judge.
I know.
You were doing good. You just lost it.
I know.
We like a HBCU. We gotta give it up.
We love the HBCU.
Because you know,
and look,
I'm
Tasha,
a family rattler.
I know we let y'all in the swag now.
I know.
So
look, you let us in the city, huh?
Yep, we let y'all in.
And you know we're gonna do it to both of y'all.
We're gonna show y'all how.
Bam. We're gonna do it to the both of y'all.
Well, I must say that we welcome fam into the swag.
Right.
It's a beautiful family, and we laugh and joke. You know, Grambling can tease Southern, and Southern can tease Grambling, but outsiders can't. So now that fam's an insider, then they'll be able to get in on the jokes.
All right, we're going to get in, Judge. All right.
I grew up in Grambling. My dad was the mayor of Grambling. That's how I got my start in politics, because I was in middle school on the phone asking people to vote for my dad for mayor.
How about that?
That's how I got started in politics. And one thing my father taught us is you have to teach kids how to do the things you want them to do. So from the age when I can even remember, I went into the voting booth with my dad, and I voted every single election.
Oh, wow.
I don't care if we were voting for trash, millage, or for the president of the United States. You were going to go in there and vote. And you can check my voting record. That's how I vote. I train my kids that way. I hope they'll train their children that way. And that's how we get our people to know that their vote is their voice, and their voice counts.
All right. That's deep right there, Judge.
Thank you,
That's
Tasha.
deep right there.
So I went to Grambling for 2 years, and then I came to LSU, to the LSU Law Center, on a special program where if you had 2 years of undergraduate, then you went to law school, you graduated, you got your undergraduate degree and your law school degree at the same time.
Boy, Shane wish she could have got that.
So people like to say that, oh, man, you were that smart. No, my daddy was that smart. He was a counselor at Grambling, and he said, what do you want to be? I looked in the curriculum. I saw this 2-year thing. I'm like, okay, that's what I want to do.
Whatever gets me out
Whatever
quickest.
gets me out of here fast. Little did I know that semester before the 2 years, my dad was going to take me all around to Howard's Law School, all the law schools, so I could see which law school. And my dad ran our house. You know, you don't tell my dad to know. You said you're going to law school. Guess what? You're going to law school. You're going to law school. So that's how I got into law school, and I graduated in 3 years. And after that, I met the love of my life.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord. Oh,
Not the
Lord.
love
At
of my
LSU,
life.
yep, and got married.
Okay.
I worked at the public defender's
Wasn't the
office.
love of your life in the NFL or something like that?
Yeah, he was in
Okay.
the NFL, but I'm the star of this family.
Okay. Oh, okay then. All right then. I heard you.
we like to joke about that. Who's the
I
star
love
of the family?
that.
Yeah, I'm the star of this family. But
Okay.
he played football at LSU. His name is Charles Alexander. He played football at LSU. We have 2 daughters, Nicole and Nikisha. They are married to Jaro and James Vernon. This is
Okay.
a funny story.
Okay.
James was the star wide receiver at Southern University when my daughter was Miss Grambling State University.
Oh, wow. They hooked up.
And they hooked up, not then. Because
Not
they
then.
each had different girlfriends and boyfriends.
You
back
don't know
then.
what they was doing, Judge.
I was trying to keep up with her, but
Okay.
okay. All right. But you know, they wouldn't let me keep up with her. Anyway, there's a picture of him in the newspaper catching trying to bat down a ball catching a ball as a wide receiver, and she's on the sidelines as Miss Grambling. Of course, we won that game. That was the time when they had it in Houston, the only time they had the Bayou Classic in Houston. I said my daughter grew up going to Bayou Classic in New Orleans. That's all she wanted to do was be Miss Grambling at that Bayou Classic. And what happened?
Right.
Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I graduated from there. I went to work in the Public Defender's Office, Secretary of State's office. Then I ran for City Court Judge 25 years ago. I have a wealth of knowledge and experience. My platform is that being a judge is not about only fairness, social justice, and compassion, but it's also as much about knowing the law and understanding it. And because of my experience, I have the wisdom to know the difference.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. So it's not okay. So then let us know what your platform is, or you just going to be throwing people in the jail from the big court. You could go from one court to the next court, throwing folk in jail, or you got a plan to help do something with all of us that's in jail.
I do have a plan. I have a wonderful plan.
All
Here's
right.
my plan.
You can't throw no seniors in jail neither.
Oh no, seniors!
right.
No.
Okay,
And
just check
seniors,
it.
look, that's that. Seniors get a special card because if they've gone that far in their life without ever getting in trouble, then you know that this was a one-time event and there was some cause for it. So instead of the punishment for the crime, you try to figure out what the underlying cause is.
Right.
So once you find out what that underlying cause is, then that's what you treat. So we need more treatment courts. We need more
I like that.
mental health courts. We need more psychologists. We need things like that, veterans courts,
Right.
things like that, to help us deal with that underlying condition rather than what the crime was. Now,
Rather
that
than
doesn't mean that if you commit a crime over and over and over that you should not be punished. At some point, you will be punished for
Right.
it. But these first-time offenders, they need another road to show them the difference from right and wrong.
Right.
And I, we grew up in a house where we knew what right and wrong was.
Mm-hmm.
And if we didn't know, we found a belt or something that taught us what right and wrong was.
Sound like you was at my mama's house.
Yeah.
All right, Judge, we got questions from the seniors, so I want to make sure we get a bunch of their questions in, so let's roll with them.
Okay.
Alexander, your first question is, what are your views on incarceration?
Okay.
Well, she kind of just answered
Yeah,
that.
but I'll sum it up real
Sum
quick.
it up.
My on incarceration is first-time offenders should always be given a second chance. And
Okay.
even second chances could turn into third chances.
Right.
You have to look at what happened, why it happened, and the reason to see if you can change that behavior. And if you believe that you can change that behavior, then that's what you do. You don't punish, but you change the behavior.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, what's next in jail?
Your second question is, during COVID-19 pandemic emergency, what do you suggest as a means to keep our community safe and to keep the halls of justice moving?
Hey, what a question. Who asked that question? That's a good question. That sounds like Tim question. Come on, Judge, answer that.
Okay, so COVID-19 has put us in a predicament because we want to stay safe and we want to make sure that the halls of justice keep rolling. People say the problem with courts are they cost too much and they move too slow. So
they kind of slow, Judge.
They are, but we're working on that. We're collecting data to be able to make courts more efficient. We can't just run in there and say, okay, we're going to do this, but we have to get all the data to make sure. I believe that beyond Zoom calls, because all the seniors and some people won't be able to get on that, that you can have call-ins on regular telephones. Even courts can give offenders phones so that they'll be able to call in, check in, do things like that.
That's a good idea.
And we have to make sure that
well, Judge, everybody got a cell phone anyway.
That's what you think, Tasha, but not really, baby.
Really? They don't?
There are some people who don't have a cell phone.
Okay. All right.
So
we got a call. We got a call on the phone from the Lotus Zone. We on the radio on the telephone. They calling in. Go on and ask the question.
Lotus Zone, ask your question.
Okay, I'm trying to find out what can they do about these young guys hanging out on corners with the pants to the knees and not respecting older people.
Who asked that question? Who is that? Miss Daisy Morris?
Yes, baby.
All right, Miss Daisy Morris. That's a good question. Thank you so much.
Baby, I'm tired of looking at this.
I'm tired of looking at them drawers too, Miss Daisy, because some of them drawers is dirty.
All right now.
All right now.
Miss Daisy, that's
thank you, baby.
All right.
That's a wonderful question. I think that the city council has talked about having some kind of ordinance, but that you have to balance that with people's constitutional rights.
We don't want to hear about them rights, Judge.
No, you don't, but I'm the keeper of those.
You're the keeper of those rights.
Of those constitutional rights. And so what I think we need to do is try to find something for them to do, to keep them engaged, to keep them involved, to make sure that they're doing something that they like to do. And then we kind of sneak in and start talking to them about how you should look or how people are going to judge you by if you have your pants this way or that way, or first impression is a lasting impression. You know, those things like that, and kind of work our way in, because that generation believes that looks good.
Somebody told them that, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't me, but somebody did tell them that.
Oh, I ain't never look at a man with his pants lower than mine. Anyway, what's the next question? Come on, Angel, what you got?
Okay, we have a question from Facebook.
Who is it from?
It is another question from Miss Josephine. Ooh.
All right, Miss Josephine, own it. Hey, Miss Josephine, you might win something.
She's paying attention.
All right.
Can you be instrumental in having police procedures changed so that blacks are not killed by the police?
Oh, Lord, Miss Josephine.
Miss Josephine. Miss Josephine, let me just tell you
they
something.
They done messed over you, Judge.
No. This is a great question. One of my best friends is Benjamin Crump. He's the lawyer for the families who have had problems in the community,
like George Floyd,
and
Breonna
Taylor,
yeah.
The cute little boy in Florida,
Aubrey,
all of them. So this is what Ben says. He says that the lawyers can take care of doing things like making sure that the police rules are changed and all of that. But even when you get all of these cases to court, you have to have a judge that understands the law, knows the law, and believes that there should be punishment for a person regardless of race, creed, color, origin, sexual orientation, any of that.
I like that, Judge.
The same thing should be done for each of them.
And it should be fair,
And
right?
it should be fair, and it should be
impartial.
just and impartial. And the good thing about it is those are the kind of judges you have to elect. Because Ben and them can work as hard as they can to try to get justice for them. But if they don't get an indictment,
right.
if they don't get a judge that's going to say, bam, you did something wrong, you should be punished, then all of that work will be for nothing. So my part in that would be, I would be the judge that would look at it and make a decision based on my impartiality as to what happened.
Who knew? I didn't know you was that smart, Judge.
Oh, you didn't?
Well,
I hang around
Judge.
some smart people.
You hang around some smart older judges, huh?
Yes, I do.
All right, look, the Lotus line is still open, 663-2271. You can dial in, 663. You can call in to the Lotus Zone phone. We got a call. Let's have it.
Lotus Zone, please ask your question.
Yes, I would like to know from the judge, what is she doing about the inmates that are so crowded with all this COVID-19 and coronavirus going on, and are they being separated from each other?
What you doing, Judge, about the inmates? You got to fix it all, Judge.
I can fix it all too,
Okay,
Tasha.
all right.
Okay, so when COVID-19 started, I am the president of the East Baton Rouge Coordinating Council on Criminal Justice.
What does all that fancy title mean, Judge?
All that fancy title means we are taking stakeholders from every part of the criminal justice system, putting them together to try to get a reason or to try to make some changes in East Baton Rouge Parish. So we have a judge from city court, a judge from district court, we got the DA, we got the prosecutor, we got the sheriff, we got the constable, we got the police, we have community organizations, and we are coming together to speak with one voice. Instead of us each speaking separately, we're going to come together and speak with one voice. What we did for COVID is we set up a special line. We got the public defenders there to make sure we could clear out the jails so that they wouldn't be overcrowded, first of all.
Right.
So we did that. We took turns on my bench. We took turns on the criminal. They took turns on the criminal bench, those that would. On the criminal bench on the district court, you'll have one more that will once I get over there. So go out and vote for me so I can do that.
Because that's Division M, right?
That's Division M and the 19 JDC.
Division M. That's what you're running for.
That's what I'm running for. So what we did was we tried to get people out who had not so much time left or just owed a fine and those kind of things. We even had people who would give them money to let people out, and then after we got the jails less crowded, then the police stopped arresting people for minor offenses. We did those kind of things until we got the jails to a number that wasn't as crowded. Now when somebody's brought in, they're not put into population, they're put in a separate place where they can see the judge within 72 hours. They can find out if they've been charged, and if they don't get charged, then they get out. If they have to stay in, then they put them in a separate ward where they are with people who came in with them. So somebody who's been in there a long time, they're in there with people who were in there a long time, and they know it's COVID-free.
Right.
And that's what they try to do. So they continue to do that.
So, Judge, this is what I need you to do. Tell the seniors why you are the best choice for this position and against your opponent.
Well, first of all, because I am a senior, that would be one of the good reasons.
You a senior?
Yes, ma'am. I'm over 60.
What?
What's your age, Tasha?
60 and up.
60 and up.
So you a senior.
I'm a senior. I won't tell you how much the up is, but I'm but I'm a 60-year-old.
All right.
So that's the one thing. The second thing is because I have a wealth of knowledge and experience that I'll bring to that court. You don't want to go and have a heart surgeon and be his first heart patient, do you?
Hello, no, ma'am.
No. You want somebody with experience. So I bring that experience to the district court. Third, y'all know me. I have a heart for seniors.
That's right.
I love them. I engage with them. I love the things they do. They
and we
teach
knew you
me.
before you were running,
That's
huh?
right. They knew me way before I was running. I'm the same person that you knew, 10 years ago that you know today. I don't change. My face might get a little wrinkled, have a little that, but other than that, I don't change. The other thing is that I know that I will make a difference on that court. I'm not saying that the 19th JDC is a bad court, because it's not, but there can always be change. There can always be some improvement, and I'm the person that can bring that improvement over there. I intend to, number one, on the criminal side, to make sure that the courts move faster and that people can get their day in court earlier.
Oh, good. No more slow dockets.
No more slow dockets. I'm going to work on that.
All right. We got any more last question for Judge? Well, now, if not, Judge, we're going to wrap it up. But what we're going to do, we're going to close. You're going to sit here with me while I close the show out. We're going to get this TV away. Tim, can you bring this TV up since you want to be in this? We're going to give this TV away, Judge.
All right, then. Let's
what
see.
We want to
don't
do,
nobody
y'all.
get mad at me now if I don't pull your name. I'm going to try to pull somebody.
Oh, we're not pulling no names, Judge. We're gonna get some calls, huh?
Oh, how y'all
wanna
give
do
it
a
away?
Call? We're going to do a call. We're going to do a call on the Lotus line so we can make it fair. 663-2271. Caller number 3.
Oh.
Put it back up, Trudy, so I can see it real
3
good.
is your luck. 4 is my lucky number.
4. I always holler 3. I always do 3.
That was my husband's
just
football
say
number.
4.
Caller
number 4. It's all about her husband in the NFL. See, she a judge. That's what they do. See, I grew up in the house with one. I know how they act.
You know how they act.
663-2271. 663-2271. So let me just ask you this, Judge, while we wait on the phone to ring. So you're gonna go in and fill in the shoes of my mama. What you gonna do?
Baby, nobody can fill your mama's shoes. What I would like to say is that Judge Janice Clark is always fighting for justice. She taught us to do that. She showed us how to do it. We continue to do it. And the number one thing is justice is not a destination. It's something you do every day.
It's not a destination. It's something you do every day. Profound, Judge. All right, we got a call. We got the caller. Who is it?
Hello, congratulations, Lotus Zone.
Loretta Moore.
Hi, Miss Loretta Moore.
What center?
What center do you attend?
I'm in the district of, I'm at the Charles Kelly Center.
Charles R. Kelly.
All right, then.
All right, well, you
then.
just won. Tell Charles Kelly, they so lucky. You just won the 43-inch flat screen smart TV.
Wow.
And Judge Yvette Alexander just gave it to you.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Answer, does she want to say something to the judge?
Would you like to say anything to the judge?
I don't have any more questions. I just want to tell her good luck.
Thank
Good luck.
you, and don't forget to vote. Fill out your form.
Fill out your form. Fill out your ballot. Judge, you know, we got
Don't
some.
mail it in, because we don't know about that mail.
She said-
Take it somewhere.
Take
Take
it
it somewhere.
Judge, let me just say this, because we are rolling out. And Jay, you got my schedule. I'm about to put you on the spot. We decided, a lot of our seniors were like, just what you said. They're not trusting the mail so much. And they called and they were like, well, you got all those buses over there for us. Put us on the bus like they're doing at Cats. Spread us out and take us to early vote. So for the week of early voting, for the 8 days of early voting, our buses, the Council on Aging buses, we're going to be rolling souls to the polls. We done activated the
Souls
Great
to the
Army.
polls.
We done activated the seniors, and we rolling. We going to pick them up from centers. We picking them up from their house, and we taking them.
And it's 12 days. It's from
12 days.
yes.
Well, we don't work on the weekend,
Oh, y'all don't
Judge,
work on the
because y'all
weekend.
won't give us no raises. It's 8 days.
Forgot about that. Forgot about that, Tasha.
If I had to put
It
them in,
is from October 16th to October 27th.
that's right. So we're gonna be going to vote, and you know you'll see us in we're going on our buses. So look, thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me. And
We
I think
appreciate
it's
it.
very good for you to be able to let your seniors know who the candidates are, and
Right.
they'll have be able to make an intelligent decision on who they want to vote for.
Well, because COVID has changed things. It's normally we normally have a big forum where we have everybody, but the seniors wanted this information because they hadn't been able to come out the house. They wanted to be able to make a informed decision, because you could be flooded by signs, but signs
Right.
don't tell you about the character or the content of the person that you voted for.
They won't.
So this is an opportunity for us to be able to see you and see your heart and hear from you. And so we thank you for coming. We appreciate you for
One
taking
last
time.
thing,
You want to give them
Tasha.
your information?
I do. I want them to know that if they have any questions for me that
Okay.
you might not have been able to call in, call 236-6172.
Justin gave the phone number.
236-6172. Call and talk to me. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Now, what if
you
I got a
have.
bench warrant? Can I call you for that?
Call me about that. I'll tell you how to come to city court and how to get it
get it done.
I
How to get it
will. I
recalled.
will. We
Thank
don't.
you.
We want our bench warrants to go down, not up.
We want them to go. That's the first. She wants the bench warrants to go down and not up.
I do.
Thank you all. Great job, team. We appreciate everybody. We'll see you. Next show is when? Thursday, October the 8th at 3:30. And we're doing District 7. Councilman Cole, Jamie Robinson, Tawana Smith, Alfred Bell, Brandon Robinson. Thank you for the whole team. Robertson. We're doing all of District 7. And then on Sunday, Judge, this Sunday, we have the Honorable Mayor Sharon Western Broom will be here this Sunday. And then and Erica Green and Darrell Hurst this Sunday. And then on the following Tuesday, we have the Honorable State Representative C. Denise Marcel, and then a litany of others. So we want to thank the seniors. Seniors, tune in on Thursday. More tablets, more TVs, more info. This is for information only, and the Council on Aging is not endorsing any candidate, except when we get off. You can call me on my private phone, and I'll tell you who I like. All right,
Your
y'all.
voice is your vote. Your
My
vote
voice
is your
your
vote.
voice. That's it.
That's
Y'all have a great one. Go hit us with our jingle with the Council on Aging.